For our 21st Century project, we are proposing a year-round school program for students diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. With 1 in 68 children identified with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, each year, and over 400 different treatment options, finding a treatment and schooling plan is not one size fits all. For some students, a traditional school setting and schedule is the best option, but that is not true for all. Routines. For many students with ASD, routines and schedules create stability and order in an otherwise chaotic and overwhelming world. This includes daily, weekly, monthly, and annual routines, as well as structuring tasks as consistent routines. Traditional school break for extended holidays and for several months over the summer can interrupt the student's typical school day routine that they have grown accustomed to. Long summer breaks can cause a strain on both the student and the parents. For some parents, they are left wondering where to find appropriate childcare for their student with ASD. Will the long break cause their child to regress on the progress they've made during the school year? And will their child receive the therapy and treatment they need throughout the summer months? We propose a free, public, year-round school program for elementary school students complete with occupational and speech therapists that offers students diagnosed with ASD education that is not interrupted with extended summer breaks. The fluidity and continuity of the program will allow students to continue their typical school routines with the same teachers and staff for an entire year without long interruptions. To kickstart the proposed program, a smaller pilot program will help to determine the program's success throughout the first few years. So how will the program work? Parents, along with the IEP team, can determine if a specialized, non-inclusive, year-round program designed with the individualized needs of the student would benefit the student's cognitive and behavioral success. The program will be offered free of charge to all students in the district diagnosed with ASD. The pilot program will have 2 classes to start. The first class will be grades K through 1, up to 10 students, and the second will be grades 2 through 5, up to 10 students. So how will the pilot program be structured? The pilot program will begin at the start of the traditional school year for elementary level students and will run continuously until the start of the following year. There will be 2 one-week breaks that will be added to the summer session, one in the beginning and one at the end. The plan is to have a separate space centrally located within the district that has the ability to house up to 100 students. The calendar year will be similar to the traditional school year with an added full-time summer schedule. The school will follow traditional school hours, and it will be a sister school falling under the district-wide umbrella. The manpower required to run this program includes 1 lead teacher in every classroom and 4 paraprofessionals in each class. The school can utilize education students throughout the summer months through both paid and unpaid internships. The program will also staff a speech therapist, adaptive PE teacher, and occupational therapists. Administrative staff, custodial staff, and cafeteria staff will also be on hand. In addition to the staff, there are many other resources needed in order to make this pilot program successful. Those include the typical classroom resources and sensory-friendly relaxation center, swing, trampoline, sensory activities, and an outdoor play space for the children. All students participating in this program will receive bus transportation to and from school each day. In addition to this being a great program for students, it is our aim to provide parents with the support that they also need. Parent resources will include once monthly evening meetings to learn about resources, treatment plans, and new ASD research. Care for children will be provided during the meeting times. Meetings will allow parents to meet with other parents and to form a support network. Busing. Students will be picked up and dropped off at their home before and after school. Sensory-friendly field trips will be planned throughout the year, and those could include Richmond Children's Museum, Sky Zone, local pools, and other local venues with sensory-friendly programs. How can we measure success? One of the greatest indicators of the pilot program's success in the first year is going to be parent feedback. Are parents happy with the program? Does it suit their needs and the needs of their child? Another indicator of success is enrollment. Is there an increase in enrollment following the first year? Are more parents showing interest, possibly in adding a middle and high school program? Are students re-enrolling for next year? Another big indicator is looking at IEPs. Are students meeting and exceeding goals faster than they would in a traditional program? Is the student progressing more than they may in a traditional school setting? Let's talk goals. The main goal is to provide students diagnosed with ASD consistency and continuity of a year-long school program designed with each individual's specific needs in mind, where teachers, staff, location, curriculum, therapy, and routines can operate fluidly throughout the course of an entire year without extended summer breaks. When we look at the program as a whole, there are both short-term and long-term goals. Some of those overlap, but some of our short-term goals include to reach IEP and social goals, to see noticeable and continued improvement and growth from students beyond what they would have achieved with a traditional school program, to provide parents with the support, care, and help that they may not otherwise receive during extended school breaks and in a traditional school setting. Where do we see the program going in 3, 5, 10 years and beyond? What will it look like when our pilot program has achieved its goals? Long-term goals include to see success within the program through increased attendance, to expand the program into its own school, serving the educational and therapy goals of students in grades pre-K through age 22, and to expand the school program to offer vocational training when appropriate, to help older students develop essential work skills to achieve as much independence as possible. Ultimately, we are aiming for growth. Here you will see our parent handout. It will be double-sided and provides parents with a brief description of the program. To conclude, we believe that students with ASD and their families deserve treatment, care, and support options in 21st century schools that meet and exceed their needs. For some, bridging the gap between breaks will provide consistency, individualized care, therapy, and support needed to reach and exceed IEP goals.